Should you quit your job and start your own business? Well, this is my take. So I'll use myself as an example. I don't just want to tell you something I read in a book or some video I watched. And I hope that you gain as much as you can and make the decision for yourself. Now, this is it. If you are currently in a job, it's good. There's nothing wrong in having a job. But then you want to start a business. You have this burning desire inside. You have this idea and you just want to stop your job and just go straight into it. I would not recommend that. This is what I did. So I was working, the last place I worked was a logistics firm. So while I was working there, I was working on my business. I already created my online presence. I was creating content. I was posting. I was all the free time I had in the office. I was using those free time to learn how to run ads. As I was learning, I was implementing as much as I could. I was reading. I was learning how to make my business better. Any small free time at work, and when I get home, I continue. So that's what I did over time. And one day, the first sales came in while at the office. I got the message, I want to buy a jersey, Nigerian jersey. This is my location. And I sent my account number. And boom, for the first time, my business made the sale. So I made the arrangement the next day, got it delivered to the customer, and that was just the beginning. And before I knew what was going on, sales was coming in daily, and I was able to handle it. I had some people like my sister, my friend that would help me pick up, pack the order, and deliver it or give it to a rider. So, but during that time I was working, I worked Monday to Friday, so I had Saturday. So I used the whole of Saturday to work on my business. So on one particular Saturday, I remember I've already started making sales. I've started making money. On this particular Saturday, I already came back from, going to deliver some orders by myself. And this is far back 8 years ago, 7 years ago. So, and then I said, let me even calculate my profit for today, safe. And only for me to calculate the profit for that day alone, aside expenses and everything, was exactly the money I was paid monthly. I say, what? You mean on a day like this, I make the exact amount they will pay me in a month? I say, yes, it's time to quit the job. Nobody had to tell me anything. So you would know when to quit. Because it's better for you to quit after you have tested and it's already working. So you are just transitioning. You understand? I don't know if you get what I'm saying. It's much more easy to transition like that. Your business is already working. Because we all want to be, optimistic. But this is business. You have to, it is until when you get into the market and stay there for a period of time, that's when you know if your business is going to work or not. But while it's still in your head, you're excited about it, passionate about it, there's no proof or guarantee that your business is going to work. So quitting your job and rushing to start a business, what if the business fails? Or you say, okay, I have savings of 6 months. What if the business does not make a sale after 6 months? What would you do? I've started businesses that didn't make a sale in 3 months. I started businesses that didn't make a sale in 6 months, 8 months, and probably in the 9th month, they started making sales, started making money, and from there. So what would you do? What would you do? So this is what I would advise. While you are still in your job, every free time, if you are really passionate about it, You will create time for it. You don't just go home from your work and go and rest and go and relax and go and watch a movie or go out with your friend. As you are closing from work, you go home, 2 3 hours, you are working on your business. The free time you have at work. Now, let me tell you how beautiful the last place I worked. Our boss gave us a big TV. We had some free times at work. He gave us a big TV, DSTV cable, Big Brother. While everybody was watching Big Brother at their free time, I was learning and working on my business. I was not allowing anything to happen to my free time. I was working on my business. And then that Saturday came. I checked my profit for that Saturday alone. It was exactly the amount of money I was being paid in a month. And I knew I had to quit. And since then, I've not gone back to work for anybody. I've opened more businesses. I've made lots of money. Life is good. But then I'm telling you now, don't just quit your job, no matter how much savings you have. A business you have not tested, you have not started, you have not, because as easy as we tend to, talk is talk. Is in the doing. When you get into the water, that is when you know if your business is going to work or not. So stay at your job, but you are working on your business as fast as you can with every free time. The time you get home, your weekend. If you work in a place where you work Monday to Friday, all your Saturday should be about your business, not resting, not trying to. No, you rest later. So this is how I did it. How do you want to do it? And if this video has been of great value to you, like, share, and subscribe to encourage me to do more and help you,